So let's look at another product type I want to show you and step things up in complexity a little bit here with something called SmartCanvas. Now SmartCanvas is EFI's own online document editing and visualization tool that we put to work here in MarketDirect StoreFront for customizable printed items. Here we see one very apparent example for this sort of thing, business card ordering online. Now, business card ordering is something that's challenging to make profitable because of all the manual steps that you have to accomplish in the print shop for doing the typesetting for these things, but still keep the pricing with what the market will bear. Well, with a tool like SmartCanvas, you can do that because we're having the customer do their own typeset so that you don't have to. And at the same time, brand protection, of course, is very important with business cards online because we want people to be able to provide their information without changing the important brand standards that companies and your customers want for their business cards. So here with SmartCanvas, you're able to create these templates, these brand protected templates that your customers will come in and fill out. And as you build these templates here in MarketDirect StoreFront in the SmartCanvas editing tool on the administrative side of things, you're basically setting up text frames and image frames that you're in control of with how your buyers are going to be allowed to interact here with these elements. Here on the business card, we don't want them really interacting with those elements at all. We don't want them moving them around or rotating them or changing the font or the colors of anything. So here we're limited to just using these input fields on the left-hand side here to enter in our information for the business card. And you can see as I make my changes and I type my information, we're seeing that refresh right away on the preview area on the right. We also make it really easy to build layout rules here in the template. So you can see SmartCanvas is a great way to make business card ordering easy online for your customers. But what about something a little more sophisticated or complicated than that? Let's look at something like that. Here in this case, we've got a realty flyer for realtors to use to upload photos of the properties that they're looking to feature and supply their own information to help sell those properties. So here we see a design in SmartCanvas that has a lot more to it than just that simple business card that we were looking at. So in addition to letting people use these form fields on the left-hand side to really lock in what they're doing, you could also, if you wanted to, set up a SmartCanvas template to be more of an online design experience. So here I'm actually clicking on these frames. I can actually click in the design over here on the preview side and then edit the content over here. So here's an immaculate modern home that your family will love living in. Obviously too much text for that area, but when I click out of it, you can see it's using copy fitting to fit that content into the area allocated for it here on the design. You'll also notice that when I click here, I've got this toolbar that pops up, and when I click edit, we have this ribbon style toolbar that will pop up if we're letting folks do things like this. And you're in control at a very granular level of what kind of edits can your customers make to this content. For example, here you can see that I can choose from brand approved text styles or paragraph styles to apply to the text that I type in here, but I can't just go change things willy-nilly. I can't, for example, change the font face in this example, but I can change the size and the color, and you're in control over what they're going to be able to do and what they will be choosing from. Same thing when it comes to image frames here, right? If I click on this image frame and click edit, you're in control over whether they're going to be able to upload their own images. Like I've got this upload images button here. And if that's not there, then folks are limited to just the various brand approved galleries or customer approved galleries of logos and images and things like that. And when I select an image here and apply that, what do we want people to be able to do? Do we want them to be able to scale it, or is it going to be locked in? And if we do we want to be able to let them pan that around and do their own cropping? What about when somebody supplies an image that it's of a too low of a resolution? As I zoom in here and effectively decrease the pixel resolution, you can see it's telling me whether or not the image quality of this once it's printed is going to be any good or not. It's keeping track of that as I go. So it's a great tool, SmartCanvas here, and it's included with every configuration of MarketDirect StoreFront. It's built into the system. It's not an option. It comes with any configuration of MDSF that you might decide upon. So